So hope you're all having a great day and welcome to another power video. This time talking more about the post Tommy Egan made yesterday with a picture of him and Kane, and in this video I'm talking about how the power universe could bring Kane and Tommy together, what their relationship could be, and whether they could be a team in the future or is there about to be a problem. So welcome back to MovieBot and let's talk about Tommy and Kane.
Settle up next week, right?
Where's my money at, huh? Where's my money? Where's my money? What the fuck is this?
It's all I got, I swear. I'll give the rest to you by next week.
Next week. You think we wait?
So this is actually a continuation video from the last video that I uploaded, which was just before this. So if you haven't seen my video on Kane and potentially being Kane's father, then make sure you watch that video first, then watch this one, because I'm going to be talking about how Kanan could be Kane's father and how that could have implications for Kane's character on Power Book 2 and how it could tie in with Tommy Egan and Power Book 4 Force as well. So if you haven't seen the first video that I've uploaded, then I'll link the video down below in the description and in the comment section down below. So make sure you watch that one first. I go into detail on how and why I think Kanan could potentially be Kane's father. So with that being said, this video is a continuation on the theory of Kanan being Kane's father, and it generally clicked to me when Tommy uploaded this image on Instagram of him and Kane standing side by side, and I was actually thinking, what could bring these two characters together in the Power universe? How could Power bring Kane and Tommy Egan together? So make sure you stick around till the end of this video so you know how and why I think Kane could join Tommy's crew. And I want to firstly start by talking about something I touched on in my last video about how Kane is treated differently by Monet and Lorenzo, and how she only sees Kane as the thug, the killer, the bodyguard, and the person who does the Tejada's dirty work. Now in my last video I spoke a little about how Monet welcomed Tariq into the family as one of them, and Kane, he seems like he was jealous and he was pissed at the same time. It's really pretty much fair to say that he doesn't like this because Monet ordered him to give Tariq his piece, and it seems like Tariq is the son that Monet's always wanted. We've heard Kane tell Monet that he wants to do more in the family business, but Monet, she always tells him to stay in his lane and play his position, which is the bodyguard, the killer, and the one who does the Tejada's dirty work. And as I've mentioned before, Kane, he really isn't happy playing just this position. He wants more. And what could actually tip Kane over the edge with his relationship with Monet? Finding out that Kanan is his father, that's what could tip Kane over the edge and make him feel like he's no longer a part of the Tejadas. And how could this happen? Tommy Egan. And could this actually be the catalyst for him to join Tommy Egan's crew instead of staying with the Tejadas in Queens? I've heavily spoken about how Tommy could potentially be returning to Power Book 2 at the back end of the season. There's a lot of rumours and Courtney Kemp has teased this as well, and it makes sense for him to come back as well, because if Tommy does indeed come back, if the rumours are true and if he does come back to deal with Tasha, could Kane be the one that helps him deal with Tasha? Because there's no doubt that Kane didn't like Monet making Tariq a part of the family, so could Kane's way of getting one over on Tariq be his involvement in helping Tommy Egan kill his mother Tasha? And could he then join Tommy's crew instead of staying in Queens? As a matter of fact, let's take it one step further. Could he even actually leave Power Book 2 completely at the end of season 1, and could he go with Tommy to Chicago or LA, and instead of being on Power Book 2's second season, could he actually be in Power Book 4 Force and be a part of Tommy's crew? Because there's no doubt that he doesn't like the position that he's playing in the Tejada family business at the moment. But could Tommy treat him the way Monet doesn't and give him a position in his crew? And could Kane say his goodbyes just after one season and head off with Tommy? Now in my previous video I touched on how Courtney Kemp wants to create this whole Power universe, which is similar to the Marvel universe with many spin-off series and with any character being able to cross over into any Power Books. And with Tommy rumoured coming over to Power Book 2, this is how they could potentially set up his spin-off, with him taking Kane and heading off to Chicago or LA, wherever they'll be filming the first season. And of course, this is just my opinion on how things could play out, and I'd actually like them to play out this way, because what this does is, it doesn't just set up Tommy's spin-off, it actually leaves the storyline with Tariq a little unfinished as well between Kane and Tommy. And in my next video that I'm going to be uploading tomorrow is going to be all about the eventual showdown between Tariq and Tommy, because I feel this is something that will have to happen eventually, and it's something I feel that will happen in Power Book 4 Force, not Power Book 2 Ghost. But I'll be going to this in a lot more detail in a video tomorrow, so make sure you have your notification bell turned on and you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't done so already. But let's talk about this relationship between Tommy and Kane, because what could their relationship be if indeed Kane did join Tommy's crew? no doubt Tommy will need bodies. He's not got Ghost, he's not got Julio, Dre was moved up in the order for a short period of time, but we all know how that ended up. So Tommy, he's gonna need a crew of his own, and that could actually be 2-Bit, Kane, Kadeem, Rodolfo. There's so many ways they could go with this in terms of Tommy's crew. I've said previously, now that Tommy doesn't have Ghost to make all the strategic decisions, and Ghost made a lot of strategic decisions. For example, in my rewatch series that I'm currently doing on Mondays, they were having a sit down with the premierers in episode 4 of season 1, and Ghost told Tommy make sure he doesn't tell them that they're turning the ship back on. And what did Tommy go and do? He told the premierers that he's turning ship back on. Tommy needs to be a little more strategic and have a calm level head, which I think for his spin-off he will definitely have. But one thing's for sure, Tommy is always going to be Tommy, but I actually think we'll see a slight change in a couple of traits, and towards the end of season 6 of Power, you could actually tell he was a little more calmer, and if he was to have Kane by his side, he could actually be the one who could be the hitman for Tommy. Although I expect Tommy to treat Kane with a lot more respect and give him a bigger role to play in his organization than Monet did. And would Kane accept this? I think he would. I think this is exactly what Tommy needs, because the resemblance I see in Kane and Tommy is that Kane catches bodies for fun. And that's something Tommy Egan used to do, except Tommy's gonna have to run an entire organization without Ghost and with a new crew, so Tommy's gonna have to start using his head a little more instead of his gun. Now if the theory of Kane being Kanan's son turns out to be true, then Tommy and Kane will have two things in common, the first being Kanan and the second being their hatred for Tariq, because I've already spoken about how Kane could feel about Tariq, especially after Monet ordering him to give him his gun. And what about Tommy? He's still got unfinished business with Tariq, considering he's the one who shot Ghost and sent the Italians to kill Tommy. Now one thing you do not do is get on Tommy Egan's bad side, and Tariq, he's already there, and Kane won't help his cause either if he indeed was to join Tommy Egan's crew. So with that being said, my video tomorrow is going to be about the potential showdown that Tariq could eventually have with Tommy, and I'm going to be speaking about the whole Power universe in a lot more detail as well. Now of course this is just a fan theory, it may not necessarily play out this way, but this is how I would love for them to play out this particular scenario, because it just ties everything together from the original Power series to Power Book 2 to then Power Book 4 Force, because it creates that hype for Tommy's spin-off if we know that Kane is out there in Chicago or LA with Tommy, especially because we all know that Tommy's spin-off will be the most watched spin-off. So I really hope it plays out this way, and remember it's just a fan theory, but one thing I think could definitely play out is Kane being the son of Kanan. But anyway guys, my rewatch series video will be out tomorrow for you guys, so hopefully I will have time to do both, and I'll get both videos out tomorrow. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, remember to smash the subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell so you know when I release my videos tomorrow. But let me know what you guys think down below about Kane potentially finding out that Kanan could be his father, and if he does find out this, could this actually be the catalyst for him to rebel against the Tejadas, and could he actually join Tommy Egan's crew if Tommy was actually indeed to return at the end of book 2? So let me know what you think of this storyline or this theory. I personally would love it if it was to play out this way, so let me know your thoughts, and if you have any other theories or if you would like the show to play out in a different way, then let me know what your thoughts are down below, and I'll try and reply to as many comments as I can. But anyway guys, thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you next time.